Hey everybody, it's Miss Jessica from the Tech at Lowell Branch Library here to share another STEM activity with you today. Today we're going to be taking some old recycled CDs as well as some other materials and put together a top. To make your top, you're going to need an old recycled CD and you're going to need something to cover this hole in the center here. So I just have white cardstock circles which I can glue on either side to cover the center. And you're going to need something like a pony bead. A marble works really well as well, something that's just hard and round that will serve as a base for your top to spin on. And then you're going to need something that you can use on the other side of the top to get the spinning motion started. So I just have this straw that I can cut a piece off of to glue on top. And if you would like to decorate your top, you can use stickers or markers. However, permanent markers do work better if you're actually writing on the CD. If you want to cover your whole CD in paper and just use regular markers and color on the paper, that will work as well. But if you're going to color on top of the CD, I do recommend permanent markers. The last thing you're going to need for this project is some glue. I have a hot glue gun. This kind of glue is going to work best to make your top with. However, you could try another type of glue. If you do use a hot glue gun, make sure you have a responsible adult around and that you ask for permission before you use it. Now we're going to work on making our top, and the first thing that I want to do is cover up these circles in the middle. So I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue and just put that around the middle of my CD. And place the paper circle right on top. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Next, I'm going to cut a piece of my straw for the top. And then I'm just going to put a big dot of hot glue right on top. And this is the part of the CD that I want to be the top of my top. And I'm going to stick the straw right down in it. And that's going to need to take a second to dry if you're using hot glue. So once the top part of your top has dried, you can just flip it over and grab your pony bead if that's what you're using as your base. And if you're using a pony bead, make sure you don't glue it with the side where the hole is. You want to make sure you flip it so that you glue it to where this is what you can see. So you just take a little dot of hot glue on the center and glue your pony bead on just like that. Once everything is dry on your top, this is when the fun really starts and you get to add some decorations to your top. So I'm going to grab a marker and some stickers and put some things on here. Get creative with your decoration and decorate it in any way you like. I just had some stickers that I put on the CD part, and since I didn't cover the CD completely with paper and I didn't have a permanent marker, I just used a regular marker on the paper part that I did have from where we covered the holes. And if you want, you can make multiple tops with different designs, and you can see what different designs look when you spin the top. And now that our top is decorated, let's test it and see how it works. That's pretty cool, right? Like I said before, you can play around with different decorations and see how those decorations look as you spin the top. You can also play around with spinning your top on different types of surfaces and see how that affects the way that your top spins. You can also test out different materials to use as the base for your top to spin on, and even the top part of your top, which you spin with, and see how that affects how your top spins as well. The science behind a spinning top has everything to do with physics. One of Newton's laws of physics says an item in motion tends to stay in motion. So once you've got the top spinning, it tends to stay that way until another force acts against it and causes it to slow down or stop altogether. If you would like to learn more about the science behind spinning tops and even see another cool activity that you can do involving CDs and tops, check out the video that I've put down below in the description from the Children's Museum of Houston. As always, you can use materials you have at home to do this activity, or we will have kits available through our curbside pickup service here at the Tech at Lowell Branch Library. You can call and request a kit, and it will include most of the materials you need to make your top. I hope you guys had fun making your tops today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.